Howdy everyone, it's Sam. Welcome back to the Wobble Enjoy Sports channel. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider liking the content and subscribing to the channel. If you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. Round 3 of the BMD Premiership, the Queensland Rugby League Women's Cup, is on this weekend, and the main event of round 3, I could not help myself. I had to talk about it. The Mackay Cutters versus the Burleigh Bears. For the uninitiated, for the people that don't know, what does that mean? Why are you so excited for this, Sam? Well, the North Queensland Gold Stars, as I've already touched on, have been a thing or were a thing for the past couple of seasons. And the matches that the Gold Stars and the Burleigh Bears had over the past 2 or 3 years now, two or 3 years, wowee, man. Wowee. This is... it's hard to say a rivalry. It's hard to say a rivalry, but there is a lot of bad blood between the now Mackay Cutters and the Burleigh Bears. When these two teams squared off against each other in 2021 for the first time, they met twice, and both of those games were decided by 2 points, one of them being the preliminary final where the Burleigh Bears defeated the Gold Stars. Fast forward 1 year, 2022, the Gold Stars defeated them 40-26 in a high-scoring affair, one of the better games of the QRLW season last year, up at Queensland Country Bank Stadium, and then they met again in the preliminary final last year. This time, however, it was a little bit more subdued. It was 30 points to 14. I hope I'm correct in saying that. So the Gold Stars, the Burleigh Bears, they got one on each other in finals football. They got one on each other in the regular season. And now this Saturday from Queensland Country Bank Stadium, the Mackay Cutters take on the Burleigh Bears, and it is a top of the table clash. Wow. For the Mackay Cutters this season, they are the best attacking team after the first 2 rounds of the BMD Premiership. They are the 3rd best defence in the competition. However, the Burleigh Bears are a better defensive unit, obviously not as good in the attacking stakes. They had themselves a 16-0 win last weekend. This is going to be such a good game. So let's get into the team lists. At fullback for the Mackay Cutters, China Palata. She's a Tongan international. The wingers, Katie Green and Alicia Martin. Emily Bella, Sarika Muka are in the centres. Sarika Muka, I don't think I've ever seen her play in the centres before. She's more, she's a forward. And unfortunately, over the first 2 weeks of the competition, while she's made on average about 18 tackles per game, she's missed 3 in each of those 2 performances. And now she's playing as a centre, and I've never seen her play centre before, so she's missed tackles so far this year, but she's such a good player, Sarika Muka. She is so good, man. So it'll be interesting to see how she goes in the centre position. Don't know where Jasmine Peters is yet. I don't think she's played this year. I don't know if she's injured either, unfortunately, because it's rather difficult to find that news out. So the halves pairing, Kayla Shepherd and Tallulah Tillett. The forward pack being S.A. Barnu, Emma Manzelman, and Mackenzie Wheel. Oh my God. The back row now for the Mackay Cutters. We've got Zoe Cook, Shannon Marto, and Romy Teitzel. Romy Teitzel makes her first appearance for the Mackay Cutters in 2023. She was named as 18th lady in round number 1 and wasn't named at all in round number 2, but she's been named with jersey 12 on her back. So maybe there could be a tactical switch, a positional switch between Sarika Muka and Romy Teitzel, as Romy Teitzel is definitely more akin to playing centre, put it like that. The interchange bench for the Mackay Cutters reads as Alicia Ford, Laker Clark, Xanthi Topping, Fanique Malata, and in jersey number 18, her profile is not on the Mackay Cutters website. There has been no talk about her. I even posed the question, where is she? Well, she's come out of the freaking sky like Batman. She's answered the bat signal. Geordie Mahendrarajra is in there in jersey number 18, North Queensland Gold Stars Premiership winning forward from last season. Has not been seen or spoken about. And there she is in jersey number 18. Just for people who don't know, she is the partner of Jeremiah Nene. It's a really solid team. Tallulah Tillett, she was absolutely brilliant in that round one victory, even though I think she had to limp off with about 5 minutes remaining or so. And Shannon Marto, I think the girls felt her lack of presence last weekend. She didn't play in that game. And it was a good win for the ladies. It was 26 points to 16 against the Tweed Seagulls, who were at the bottom of the ladder. But unfortunately, Zoe Cook was only 1 from 6 in the conversion attempts. So guesses on what she might have been doing over the entire week, just quietly. But Shannon Marto, though, Gold Coast Titans player, international player as well, she's back in the lock position, and she was outstanding in that round one victory for sure. So good to see these girls, these ladies play, these women play in round one a couple of weeks ago, man. Just a special shout out to 5'8" Kayla Shepherd. I refuse to believe that the stats that I'm reading up on the round two performance are that Emma Mantelman, Tallulah Tillett, and Kayla Shepherd combined for 3 kicks for a total of 40 meters gained. I refuse to believe that stat or those stats are true, but if they are, sorry. But I think Kayla Shepherd's round one performance was really good, and she is somebody that I'm keeping my eye on. Knowing that Sarah Field, I have no idea what Sarah Field is up to. Premiership winning Gold Star 5'8". I don't know where she is or what's going on there. So let's get into the team list for the away side, the enemy, the Burleigh Bears. In at fullback, Terry Ann Egan. The wingers are Caitlin Fook and Taylor Fenton. The centre pairing, the very, very lethal Felice Quinlan in the centres, and Cheyenne McGlone. And the halves pairing, maybe the best halves pairing in the BMD Premiership, being Zahara Tamara and Ashley Quinlan. Ashley Quinlan, halfback for the Parramatta Eels last year, and Zahara Tamara, if you don't know her, do your research, Dior. Then the front row is Danny Perez, Chelsea Lenarduzzi, and then you've also got the Shanty Tamara. Back row, Tyler Birch, Tasman Gray, and Riley Jorgensen. Riley Jorgensen is a young prospect who represents Queensland or played in the under-17s Queensland contest, I believe, just last year. So she is a young prospect to keep an eye on for any Burleigh Bears fans. Now, the interchange bench reads Lily Rose Kolk, or Kolch. I'm sorry, I may have butchered that. Sophie Holliman, Matakino Kahua Kitty Gray, and Latia Sione. That spine, while I am admittedly unfamiliar with Anne Egan, I look Zahara Tamara, Ashley Quinlan, and Shante Tamara. That's no muckabout spine, just quietly. And you look at our spine, China Palata, boy howdy, she's ran for well over 310 meters in the first 2 rounds, and in person she's massive. Her communication, her talk is first class, really. She is a really good player, and look, if she is the fullback for the NRLW side, and Romy Teitzel is the premier second rower for that women's side, bring it on, man, because I think China Palata, she's had herself quite the start to the season, bro. Yeah, definitely so. But then you've got the likes of Zahara Tamara and Ashley Quinlan versus Tallulah Tillett and Kayla Shepherd. Kayla Shepherd is this young 5'8" that's coming through, and Tallulah Tillett has been in the game for the past couple of seasons, and she's having a wild start to the year, Tallulah Tillett. So that halves battle, look, admittedly, on paper, it does go in the way of the Burleigh Bears there, but oi, back your team, and I believe that those two women in the key positions there can get one over their rivals. And without question, Emma Manselman, you all know that I absolutely root for that friggin' woman, dead set. Emma Manselman, She had a good start to the year in round one. Last week, allegedly only ran 4 times for about 12 meters. I refuse to believe that that stat is fair dinkum as well. But coming up against Shanti Tamara, who has represented the Sydney Roosters, or does represent the Sydney Roosters. Look, work will definitely be cut out for her, absolutely. But Emma Manzelman, she is so good, dude. And yeah, look, obviously the big forward pack of the Burleigh Bears, bro. The names of Leonard Doozy and Tasman Gray. Leonard Doozy has scored 2 tries in 2 games to start off this season. Tasman Gray, who plays for the Brisbane Broncos, is an absolute weapon of a player. And Felice Quinlan as well has some history with the Gold Stars / nowadays the Mackay Cutters as well. So look, revenge will be on the mind, at the forefront of the mind for the Burleigh Bears as well, or possibly to that extent. But I'm just so excited for this game because the Gold Stars, Mackay Cutters, have had such great contests against the Burleigh Bears over the past 2 or so seasons. It's now, well, not coming to a head, but boy howdy, a top of the table clash after 3 rounds, or after 2 rounds now, and they're coming head to head up at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. This is so good. This is such a good game, and I'll just have to buy